Again, mechanical can hold a more powerful. This is a 3-horse router. I can really rip some wood with this. Too slow. Again, always other options for what you want to do. Where's the electric cord over here, Don, to plug into?
There's an outlet there on the post.
Oh, right there. Okay. It's not too noisy. Now, for safety, they always tell you on the owner's manual, unplug it before you change the bits, because it'd be very easy to vibration or something to bump that on thing, and that would not be good. So if you're changing bits, make sure you unplug them. I thought I would never do that, but I find myself doing it all the time, and it's pretty...
Is the diagram here from Harbor Freight?
Yes. Chicago Electric, to be exact. If you buy from Harbor Freight, you know, a lot of people say they don't want to buy anything Chinese. Well, good luck finding
None.
that. But if you buy from Harbor Freight and you get their warranty, use them, take it back, use them. You know, the warranty is good for 2 years. This is probably the 6th one on this warranty.
Do they have your name up above the cash register?
No, everybody, I think, does that. And when your 2 years run out and you take your broken tool back, they'll sell you a new warranty. You don't have to buy another tool and start the thing. Just buy another. For this model, it's $9 or $9.95, and you can go another 2 years with free rental.
Ron, how much lathe jiggle did you have turning this with conventional tools to this point?
Well, I did not turn this one. This was something that a friend of mine has decided to part with because he's moving to West Virginia. I don't know how many of you know Chef Bear?
Oh, yeah.
Is he moving?
West Virginia.
West Virginia.
That's where people came from. Not where I go to.
Well, he came from West Virginia, and he's going back there. So he called me the other day and said, I got some wood I'm not taking with me, and so I went up, and this was one of the chunks, and he says, I don't think I would dare turn this anyway, because it's just someplace this thing's going to fly apart. And he's dead on. It is going to fly apart. But with the router, I can take this down to any thickness I want, and at any point in time I can stop and epoxy it and make it tougher. I'm very curious about what caused this in this tree. It kind of looks like bark, but not all of it.
What kind of wood is it?
Well, he said it was maple, but I'm not sure. It looks more like cottonwood to me. But it's a very interesting piece, and when I saw it sitting there, I said, oh, I know how to handle that. That's no challenge at all. Even if I wanted to leave it thick, I could at least clean it all up to where it required very little or no sanding with this. So let's just do a little bit of that. Let's see how close to a straight line I've got. Where's my high spot? Can you take a picture of that base?
So you have this thing connected to a bolt in the bottom of that pipeline?
Well, I'll take it off and show you. There's just a flat plate of metal that's welded to an 1.25 inch diameter cold rolled steel, which is what this lathe tool rests. And I think Don's is the same, 1.25 inch. And then the XY vise is just bolted to the plate. Let's see if we're about ready
But your die grinder is just squeezed in between the vise grips?
It's squoze and it's captured with a clamp.
I see.
So if vibration or something got this loose, I wouldn't notice it, but this will prevent that. And if the vise totally opened up, that would still hold it. It'd be a little floppy, but it wouldn't come zinging back at me. So. I hooked up a big wood wheel on the back so I can hand turn this instead of having the motor do it. And right now this thing is warped enough to where it's hitting a lot in a few spots and almost none in the others. So I could run it by hand. I don't know if you can see it from there, but the cut is just incredibly smooth. It's a little 120 sandpaper and it'll take it out. I'm going to cut down here where some of the wood has got more of the...
Don't forget your safety glasses.
And dust mask. We'll just do a little of this area right now. And don't forget your ears.
So you're going in first and then horizontally, laterally on it?
Yeah, I go until I hit wood, and then I'll go back and forth. And it would take a lot of time, but as I was letting the machine rotate, we were only hitting in a couple little spots, and I wanted to get a wider surface that people could see. And the other cautions that I have for people, I'm creating a handout for AW. Because it's slow, boring, don't do this very long. Half hour, hour, take a break. Pretty soon you'll forget.